Hands up if you like reading on the toilet. Come on. Don't be shy. I know you're out there. Hello, my name is Edward Bison, and I have just published my first book, Mr Bison's Journal. It is perfect for those moments in the smallest room in the house. It's a collection of observations and stories. Some marketing bod told me that to help promote it, I should make a video. So here I am. To give you a little flavor of what the pages hold, I thought I'd share with you one of the chapters. It's titled The F Scale. This has been a hard week. In the past, I would have based this purely on subjective things, like how tired I felt, or looked, or how long I worked. But everyone knows that stress is the real determinant of whether you have had a hard week or not. I am now able to measure my stress on the F scale. I have been known to swear at work occasionally. I've also been known to swear a lot. But when everything is going well, it's limited to what I would call recreational swearing, such as the good-natured reference to a colleague as a bullshitter or a competitor as a massive fuckwit. However, when people start pissing in my metaphorical sandbox, I tend to get more colorful in my choice of words, and it gets harder to exercise the kind of restraint that is required to prevent involuntary emission of the F word. For example, the other morning, I sat in a meeting where someone was suggesting we explore certain investment options that were completely unviable. When I pointed this out, they questioned how I could say that without doing some lengthy analysis. I was forced to reply in a somewhat more strident voice than usual, because it costs X million and there is no fucking money available. End of story. Moderate stress was thus incurred in dealing with one fuckwit and one instance of fuck-brained stupidity. That was a 1F meeting. Tuesday morning. Kicked off with a 4F meeting. You know it's going to be a long day when you've hit the 4F level before 8 a.m. It's been pointed out before by other people that fuck is an incredibly versatile word. It would be hard to imagine conveying the same depth of feeling without access to it, or its close cousins, motherfucker, fuckwit, fuckbrain, fuckstain, fuckface, fucker, and fucking. After all, I didn't want to say there's no money available. I wanted to say there's no fucking money available. This neatly conveys not only the point that there's no money available, but also the clear implication that only a weasel-brained, donkey-filleting halfwit would not have realized this. All that extra meaning in 4 letters. It's a fucking miracle. Likewise, sometimes to state that someone is talking rubbish doesn't do justice to the level of their ineptitude. They are actually talking complete bollocks. Should you ever find yourself trapped in a room full of fucking idiots talking complete bollocks, you're likely to hit the higher end of the F scale yourself, unless you practice extreme restraint. This, however, I do not recommend. I vividly recall a meeting in China where I was informed by one of our customers in Shanghai just how badly our factory was performing. So I called everyone involved together for an impromptu come-to-Jesus meeting in Suzhou. Sometimes it's important to cut through the waffle and let everyone know that this isn't just a problem. It needs to be fixed, and here's what's going to change. The occasional F word helps reinforce that you really mean it. I asked my German colleague after the meeting to gauge the message. He replied that he'd kept count and that I'd hit 7 fucks during my speech. Well, he added, technically it was 6 fucks and a motherfucker. I am more than ever convinced that swearing is an essential part of a healthy lifestyle. It allows you to let off steam, release stress, and retain a well-adjusted personality. Just look at the facts. Edward Bison swears like a bastard. Fine upstanding member of society. Dennis Rader, president of the Congregation Council of the Lutheran Church, model citizen, probably never swore. Murdered 10 people as the BTK killer. What more conclusive proof do you need than that? And if you want more analysis, you're out of luck. Didn't you hear? There's no fucking money available. Well, I hope you enjoyed that performance. If you visit MrBison.com, there is a link to Amazon to buy the book. It's packed full of lots of stories to make that time you take a dump all the more enjoyable. Bye now.